I took the ATM card and I didn't go home for 4 nights. I was on drugs already. I went to gamble because maximum withdrawal is 2,000. So why 4 nights? Because inside her bank only got 8,000 plus.
Have you also stolen $8,000 from your mother? Don't tell my mom. This is your daily catch-up.
Okay, this episode is sponsored by FirstCom Academy. They are SkillsFuture Singapore approved training organization offering short and effective digital marketing courses that can help anyone kickstart or improve their digital marketing journey, be it for career advancement or starting an online business. Thank you very much. This is Simon reporting. Thank you. Hey, my English is okay.
So today we have a very special guest with us. Welcome, Simon. Most of you might know him as Simonboy, but for those of you who do not, Simon first grew his following on TikTok, openly sharing about his struggle with drugs and being an ex-convict. So today Simon is here to share with us how he turned his life around.
Let's
go. To become a content creator.
Welcome, man.
Entrepreneur.
Hello guys. Today I don't know why I'm very nervous. Okay, it's not my first podcast, but I'm very nervous.
I was telling everybody that I like to see very successful abings. It gives me hope.
It takes one to know.
Yeah.
That's a lie. He didn't talk to me like this just now.
What is this? You just come in your agenda.
Okay, so I've read out like my write-up of Simon, right? But maybe we can hear from him himself. Like, how would you introduce yourself?
I'm Simon. I'm 35 years old. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
You look younger than 35.
No lah, because
shit.
today I put foundation lah.
No,
I'm not sure the lighting all this.
Makes sense.
Daily catch up, right, guys. I need to look good, right? Hey.
So basically, Simon has been in and out of prison for quite a few years in the past, and he's recently turned over a new leaf, so to speak. So how many years has it been since you've been out?
So I've been in and out since 2015. Until 2019, I last released from prison, and then I came out with fire lah. I want to change. Then inside prison, I confirm change this time. But end up I come out 3 months I relapsed again. Then to the point where I was very suicidal and at the lowest point of my life really. So I knew I needed help lah. So I went to seek help at a halfway house. It's like a second prison to many people where you have to surrender your freedom and things like this. So.
Right. You mean a civilian can go to a halfway house? It's not like after prison then you go after.
No, anyone can walk in if you need help and you go through an interview, right? They assess you and then they feel like, okay, I think this person really need help. I came out at 2019 and I went in at 2019 again. Then I just stepped back into society at the mid of last year.
So Simon has actually really turned his life around in the past year. I think there's a recent TikTok video that he posted also kind of tracking back his journey. So the first thing you actually did when you came out, right, was to take your driver's license.
Yes.
Why?
Like many people who is going through the same path as me, right? When we were inside prison, everyone will share this. Hey, what's the first thing you're going to do when you get out of prison? You say, hey, I want to take my driving license. I want to take my driving license. Yeah.
Why? Why is that the thing?
Because I'm 34. When I was 33 when I last released from prison, then most of my friends all got car, not license, no. I don't even have a license. So all of us, as a man, I think we all need a license.
I mean, but I think people would say I want to hug my mom or like.
Yeah, definitely lah. You see, guys, John. It's okay lah, John. Next time you come to Bluebird podcast.
Okay.
Then you will see.
You'll see my other side, my secondary school side.
But you mentioned that you were in and out, right? And so before you had relapsed. But what changed in 2019?
Because I also went through 2 divorces due to my drug addiction, right? Then I also lost. I lost my loved ones, I lost my marriages, and I also lost the custody of my kids. Then I really lose a lot of opportunities, even my career. So I literally lose everything due to drugs. And when I realized I was an addict, right, it was too late already because, I want to stop taking this thing, but I cannot.
How old were you when that happened?
When I realized, it was quite late, about 7 to 8 years after continuously consuming it.
What drug is it?
I take all drugs, to be honest. But the one that I was really addicted was methamphetamine, ice. They known as ice.
Right.
Yeah.
Breaking Bad.
So you really become another person. That one.
How did you end up taking drugs in the first place?
So even when secondary, I always witness all my friends they started taking drugs already at age 13.
Wow.
But I was the one that, no lah. I was the only one that say no to drug during then. So all the way until I left school at age of 16, right? My friend was smoking weed, so I thought like, hey, because we watch movie a lot of all these scenes. Yeah, so we thought it's cool. Then like, hey, I try. So after I try this, I was thinking, hey, since I really take drug, why don't I just try other drugs as well? So it leads on. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Can I ask why you dropped out of school?
I never liked studying, to be honest.
How did you end up falling into bad company?
Because I came from a single parent family, right? So my mom have to work to support my brother and I. So she will always go out to work in the morning and come back usually very late. So at the age of like 8 years old, every single day I was like at home alone with my brother. But my brother, it was secondary already, so he's always outside. My mom will get me a pager to contact me because I will start going out already. 8 years old, primary 2, I will go downstairs to play marble. Then we will gamble with money, all
Play
this.
marble.
Wow.
Yeah.
Primary school gambling already. Wow.
Yeah, so we start gambling 10 cents, then 20 cents, $1, all this. That's how I started hanging around with people who smoke and stuff like this.
Right.
So when you first got convicted, was it, did you get caught?
My first conviction was assault. So when we were on drugs, right, like we got very bad temper and things like that. So I was first caught 2015 for assaulting case.
Oh, but not drugs.
Not drugs yet. So drug was my second conviction. That time it was 2017. I was like very depressed already, and after many years of drug abuse, I think 10 over years already by then, my mind wasn't very stable already. So I had a lot of hearing voices problem.
Right.
Like I was paranoid and things like that. And I got very, very frustrated with all this because part of me, I'm aware that it's the drug affecting me. But part of me, I keep hearing that voice. So I was very, very frustrated. I took a knife downstairs my house and I kind of like was searching for that voice. But at the same time, I knew it was just a voice. But I was so frustrated, I thought, hey, I just anyhow find problem with people downstairs. So if y'all see news, right, y'all see people carrying samurai on the road, all these people, they are hearing voices. They are frustrated already. So it relates when I see news like this, and that wasn't just the one case. I've seen many news which I knew this person was on drugs,
Right.
Yeah, because I behaved that way in the past.
Oh my god, I got chills, man.
Yeah.
When you say hearing voice, you feel like you are having weird thoughts, or you feel like you're literally hearing a third party talk to you?
Like sometimes we will talk to ourselves.
Yeah.
The inner voice,
So that voice is very loud. But until you can hear. So actually it's like schizo.
Yeah.
This drug will lead you to have schizophrenic. So it's that kind of voice.
And what is it telling you?
Like disturbing you, laughing at you, challenging you, things like this. Yeah.
How was your first time? Like when you know that you are going to prison, right? At that point, what was it like? And like, what was your experience going there for the first time?
Because that time my second wife, like my second marriage, my ex-wife was pregnant. When I was on bail, that 3 months, I really go and work. I go and learn to be a cook, and I work. But here and there, I still like relapse. I was on bail, then I was finally going to prison, right? My daughter was 1 week old only. Yeah, very small. So I went to prison. Then inside prison, it's my first sentence,
Yeah.
How long was your first?
Not long, half a year, but it's my first. So I didn't know how to prepare myself, or I didn't know how to actually sit a sentence. So I have a lot of struggles in my mind. Like, wow, I cannot sit until very still like that in prison. Yeah.
What was it very tough inside?
Not really. I don't think.
What? You want your man?
No, because to be honest, the tough part is
You got see Titus?
He saw Dikosh though.
because I think the tough part is knowing that your family is out there suffering.
Yeah.
Because honestly, you are only eating and sleeping in prison.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do at all.
Yeah.
So
But thinking about your family struggling outside.
yeah, correct. So that's the toughest part for a prison sentence. If you have family or loved ones, that's the toughest part.
What was your expectation of prison life like? And then what was the reality? Like, what are some of the stupid things you all did?
Hey, okay, not lying. When I was very young, like maybe near 20 years old, I started having friends going in and out of prison, right? At the age of like 18, I think we think that go prison quite suck. Quite
if
cool
you shot lah,
to be
yeah,
honest,
you
like
Yeah.
wow, very bad like that, you know. But when you go inside, hey, I tell you, really mental struggle. Every day you lock inside the room 23 hours doing nothing. No.
Alone you don't have friends in the
No,
cell.
you have friends but if you live every day together, right? Every day I ask your story, right? I will know your grandmother, I will know your grandfather, I will know everybody.
So the
family.
first week quite okay lah.
First week quite okay.
Then after that awkward already.
Yeah,
stories
but,
already.
yeah, but you are staying like long term one, okay, then finish talking already lah, you know.
Then if bored, then how? Can play game.
Yeah,
or
but
not?
I mean, at some point you must have figured out some form of
You
entertainment,
must catch the routine Yeah, you must catch the routine. Like
Cannot talk in the cell like that.
can talk,
Can
can
play
talk.
like I
Can
don't
play,
know.
can
How long you want to play
I
this?
know.
for?
Yes,
Watching
yeah.
No
then they
physical because all men
Yeah.
They play
Play-
ice and
play-
freeze.
play the-
like help
Typing
each
it.
other massage will be like practice
Oh.
skills.
Best is not physical because inside very sensitive like this.
Right. The gut will just come in if they think
No,
of-
like no discrimination but inside because of all men, so this gay thing is very very sensitive.
I see.
Yeah, even if you are not right, but maybe you just play, you touch,
Yeah.
people will be very angry one.
Thirsty enough lah.
Right.
Yeah, they will be very angry because if they never beat you, they will feel like people will think that they are gay. Yeah, it's no discrimination, but this is the truth.
Like-
This is the
You got watch like American films on like prison life, right?
yeah.
Say what?
Theirs is more hardcore to be honest.
Okay.
But they all like got bed.
They all
like,
everybody
got
we
like,
all
got
see on the
handphone,
floor.
got cigarette one,
We all see on the floor.
But got like hierarchy one, and then got top dog,
Like got
and then
like
you must.
click or not click.
Got click.
Like
Right.
got click,
Abing.
got gang,
Then
different
you got
gang.
join like a click.
Back then, yes, because we were
Let's just
all
call it a click.
Yeah.
we were all in a clique already. So
Or like
okay,
you know
so-
them before you go in already.
most of the people will know here and there Yeah, because the circle is very small only
Right.
Like
Network.
example, drug one, gang one, all very small only. So if you always go to the scene then everyone will
So
roughly
this
know
drug
everyone.
got one gang, then another drug
No,
got one
I
gang.
mean we all play drug. Usually we will know each
each
other.
other. Okay.
Then gang also So a lot of affiliation
So you go in like a friend like, hey Simon,
So
like,
yeah,
what happened?
so everyone
Hey, you
go
also
in.
here?
Yes. So everyone when you just went to prison people will hear about you. Like, hey, this person coming already. Then they say, oh, you coming Then people will come and fetch you. Your clique one.
Fetch you.
Yeah.
Like a
your clique one.
reunion.
In my head, right, you are escorted everywhere, one. So what is fetch you?
Like when the moment you transfer maybe this HU to housing unit to another housing unit, right? So before that, they have a list of name ready.
Yeah.
The cookie, all these cookies is HU attendant. Inmates
Wow.
that are working in prison.
Oh, I see.
So
I
they
see.
will see, maybe they saw familiar names. Then they will say, because inside nothing to do already.
Yeah.
So all these
Gossip
is,
lah, this is
all
like
these is
entertainment.
something. Yes, correct. So my friends who know me will say, we know you're coming in. So when the moment, when they transferring, tomorrow, okay. Then tomorrow they will stand by.
Orientation.
Then they very
Yeah.
happy. You know, it's like at airport, you
Yeah.
fetch your
Yeah,
family.
yeah.
So
New stories also
yeah,
lah.
so when people transfer, you come, hey brother, so all these brother lah, you
The
know,
tour lah, the orientation.
So they take care of you lah. You are under their wing lah.
Ah,
I see.
okay.
yeah.
So fun actually.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's right.
not that. Yeah. Like, I want
That's
to
what he
see.
thought until he go in.
I want to tell you.
Until you do the self-reflection in
My
the cell, then
brother-in-law
not.
is a assistant superintendent in the
I
Singapore
thought you were going to
prison.
say in jail, I was so scared
yeah.
for
So
you.
the other side,
So got any life hacks in prison you want to share?
Life hacks
like how to make weapon or like tools. Okay,
cannot
tools
say.
lah, maybe
Like
tools.
Dr. Chi was teaching us how to make a fucking hook with rice.
Yeah, hook
You
and
know
rice
no,
paper
that one-
lah, yeah. Then do fan, all these, do
Fan?
pen
Ah,
holder.
how to make fan?
Yeah.
Pen holder. With
Fan use magazine,
Oh,
They
you can
give
have
you-
magazines
Yeah,
and books.
magazine. Then we will put all the girls one because inside all suck it already, man. You
Yeah,
understand or not?
confirm.
Inside you see female. There's this magazine called Hypertune, car magazine.
Oh, okay.
So got models one, female models. So that one will be our fan cover page. So we will use the t-shirt thread to pull out the thread, right? Then we will cut the magazine into pieces. Then we will use like the rice. I think Dr. Chi already shared with you all. You know, you add the rice
Rice glue
and
ah.
water, then you like
make
how
a
to
paste
say?
ah.
Yeah, make a paste. Then after that, you just paste, then let it dry. Then you must choose a nice cover page. Usually you will be a female model.
As in, but then that's not allowed lah.
That's not allowed.
Then they'll throw away.
They will throw away. That's why it's very sad.
So
So you
every
must
week
hide it
new
properly.
fan.
No, you must hide properly because not a lot of cover page that is very good one.
I see.
So
So
you
they
all
are
compare
superior
or not?
fans.
You all
Yeah.
compare.
Okay, so when people walk outside, like walk past, then we were like,
It's like furniture. Wow.
then you're like, hey, next, is like, hey, you use me, you give me. Next.
Yeah, but it makes sense to trade it around because you all don't want to use the same
That's
material.
right,
lah.
that's right.
Yeah.
No, but then where do you hide it?
It can be in between your blankets lah. You know,
I
we don't have pillow, so we have 2 blankets.
So it's like similar to that Insider, the Netflix documentary.
Yeah,
so they will
correct.
like
Maximus.
do the full
Yeah,
inspection.
correct. And it's very annoying lah. Oh, prison superintendent. It's very, very annoying that you all keep on coming to raid our room. You understand?
But
Not?
then you're really hiding shit in the bed.
No, but it's
completely
harmless.
warranted.
Then every time we fold our blanket nicely, you all want to mess it up. Can you imagine I come to your bed and do this at
Can
your
you
house
or not?
So they should fold it back.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they should fold it back.
That's a video concept. Like
That's
we
exactly
get people
NS
who come
what?
out of prison, right, to visit superintendents and mess up their beds.
Yes, correct.
Good.
Okay, you know the name of yours. Like, who
Block
I try.
content.
No, but you got one.
What's your brother?
No, Scarly is your.
Nah, sir. Sorry.
Hey, sorry,
Just
sorry.
kidding, sir.
I don't want to say his name. I scared you're gonna shank or some shit.
At this point, right, what was your relationship with your mom like?
Our relationship never changed lah, because her love never changed for me. And to be honest, I was
So
on
sweet.
drugs for 16 years. If I ask you to endure a person for maybe 6 months that is taking drugs, I don't think you can make it. Because the behavior, the attitude, the thing that they request, money, and money. You know, and
She was bankrolling you lah.
and I never ever shown any concern to her when we are on drugs. We can only care about ourselves because all we want is drugs. Then other vices. It can be money, it can be gambling, it can be prostitution, but never family. You really put them at the back of your head. You knew that they will be there one. Somehow you take it for granted already, unknowingly lah. Yeah.
I read somewhere that like I think you took an ATM card or something like that and like
Yeah,
just
correct.
withdrew money.
Yeah. So this particular incident is when, you know, I consistently taking money from her already. So there was this one time I asked her, I said, hey, mommy, can you give me $100 or not? I want to like buy something lah. As usual lah, she always pass me her ATM because she lazy to go out to
And she
withdraw money.
trusts
from.
you.
Yeah, she trusted me. So I took the ATM card and I didn't go home for 4 nights.
Oh my god.
Because I was on drugs already. I went to gamble. So why 4 nights? Because inside her bank only got 8,000 plus. So one night
day,
I can
2,000.
withdraw 2,000. Yeah, so I stay at the gambling den for 4 nights.
Oh, to finish all the money.
Correct. To try
win
to
lah.
No,
fight
not
back.
to finish. He's trying
Nobody
to
wants
But
to
like-
finish lah.
Yeah. So
until he finished.
so I went home. She was like very concerned. You know, hey, where do you go? You know. Wow. Then my face was so haggard because I didn't sleep for many nights already. Then I returned her ATM card without telling her anything. So she took back the ATM card and she didn't know that her savings was gone already.
The 8,000 was all she had.
Was all she had. Because my mother, she's like a very normal auntie like that.
Simple
You know, outside,
person,
yeah, very simple person. Then she's very 省钱 one, very thrifty. The next day, she came to my room and she asked me, she called me Wei Nan, you know. So she said, hey, Wei Nan, 你把妈咪的钱按完啊?
Did you withdraw all my money?
Yeah. So I tell her, I say, Then she just stood there. You know, during then, I was lack of sleep and all this, right?
Yeah.
I didn't have a very good attitude. I still tell her, I say, mommy, 你不用担心啦, I will return you lah. You know, like, you don't worry, I will return you lah.
Yeah.
She didn't scold me at all, no.
Wow.
She just told me this thing, 你知道这个钱是拿来买菜跟还家用的吗? To pay the house installment and also to buy
Grocery
food.
bills,
Because she will cook for me every single day.
Wow.
Yeah. And while giving me allowance every single day. I just tell her, 我会还你的啦. And I didn't return her.
And she never asked for it back.
She never. That's the love she had for
Mother's
me
love,
lah.
Oh, she's extremely
Yeah.
patient.
But how's your relationship with her now?
Stop right there. Like, share, and subscribe. And if you also love your mom, comment down below. I love my mother. I love you, mom. I
Same.
love mommy.
Eh?
Okay. Back to the episode.
Very good. Now she's 我把她养得白白胖胖.
Wow. she
She
don't need to
feed-
eat the
yeah.
cheapest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Happy lah. Now really happy lah. If you ask me, I'm really happy lah. And ever since last year, she is able to eat and sleep without worrying me, like having worrying about me. People joke lah, say, hey, wow, like her name is Akim lah. Akim, why you become so fat? All this. She say, because now my son is good. I can eat, I can sleep, so I become fat lor.
Wow.
And she's very happy
So
lah.
cute.
Yeah.
Wow, but she
You
really
must be
stuck
very
by
happy
you.
also lah, right?
very happy,
She's
to be
your
honest.
strongest motivation now.
Yeah, 16 years, she never give up on me.
She stuck by you the whole
Yeah,
way.
and I did ask her also, I said, Mommy, why you didn't give up on me? She said, I raised you from a baby, you know. I knew what kind of person you are. When you were young before drugs, right, you are not like this. So she never...
She knew it was not you talking.
Yeah, she knew all this behavior is not her son. That's what she say lah, which touches me lah. Because 16 years, I tell you, really, I did ask myself if I got a child, I don't think I can take it for 1-2 years, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's too ridiculous already, the behavior, serious. Yeah.
But now she has her son back.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like the prodigal son.
Really? I was just thinking that. Let's not go Jesus.
So because you mentioned like even when you were going in and out, you always tell yourself, I'm going to change, but it never happened, right? So what was different about it this time around?
Because I went through the suicidal state and I knew that, wow, drugs is really, I need to put an end to it already before I really die. Also, like I have shared, I lost a lot of people and opportunity and chances in life. And I also witnessed a lot of my friends passing away starting at the age of 18.
Because of
I have
drugs?
friends,
Right.
committing suicide, overdose. Even when they sleep, they just pass away like this. So, yeah.
God damn.
Was it very hard? Like, cause when you're in prison, then you cannot take drugs, ma. Then like, do you cold turkey or not?
Not exactly for methamphetamine user lah. Yeah, if you are talking about cold turkey, I think it's more of the heroin.
Right.
People that is
So you
suffering.
don't have like side effects,
Withdrawal is just sleep and eat only. Like you feel very, very hungry. Because when you were on meth, right, you cannot eat one. So after you stop taking, wow, your appetite is like crazy like that. Yeah. Then you keep on sleeping and you keep on eating, keep on sleeping and eating. Yeah.
When you came out, right, after getting your driver license, then like when it came to like looking for jobs, right, what was that like for you?
Like last year I started TikTok.
Oh, so you only started last year, like late last year? Was
Yeah, late
Because
last
you only
year.
came out last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I was really very lost in life, to be honest, last year.
What was the first thing you did though when you came out? Like even before this?
I came out from the halfway house. So I came out, I told my mom, guys, I'm no paiseh one. I asked my mother, I said, hey, mommy, I want to go and do food delivery. Can you buy me a bicycle or not? She said, okay lah, but you must promise you will like
Do it
really
lah.
work hard lah.
Yeah.
And she also worried because 2019, when I just released, I was doing food delivery as well. And that's how I relapsed.
Right.
Because I was too free already. I started like, wow,
Yeah.
想有想没有 ding ding ding. Then I relapsed. Then 2021 I came out. First thing I tell her, hey, mommy, I want to do food delivery. She said, hey, don't lah. Then I say,
Code word.
if I don't do, I don't know what to do already.
Yeah.
Then all the job is like paying very, very low lah, to be honest lah, not enough lah. So she bought me the bicycle, then I started riding but I I no motivation at all lah. Not that the food delivery rider is like not good or what, but for me personally, right, I don't see it as a job for me for long.
Yeah.
So every day I go to work, I very, very struggle, very sian, very like discouraged like that.
And at this point, you still only had the N level cert. Is
Yeah,
it?
correct.
Right, okay.
And with no skills, no working experience, you know, that like the cook, I worked 3 months only, that's all only. So I really have nothing on my resume one. Totally zero. N level only. That's all. And PSLE. Sometimes I do few orders, I go home already. 2-3 orders, $15 like that. I cannot even withdraw out because you need $50 to withdraw out. That was how discouraged I was. Unmotivated I was.
You need a lot of discipline to be honest.
Yeah.
You control your own time.
Yeah, I was very struggling already out of my mind, and that's very dangerous already.
Do you feel like your tattoos and all this ever affected like your employability?
I think that right now in this generation, maybe not so much. But back then when maybe around 2007 to 2012, right? During that, I really did try to find a job. I went to the recruitment company and they say, I only can get you logistic. Then the pay is 1,200. Listen, 1,200. After CPF is 950.
Oh shit.
And because I was in my first marriage, so I also have a kid coming up. So I thought like, okay lah, I have to do it lah. Then end up, few days later, the person messaged me, said, Simon, sorry, we're not sorry, we cannot employ you because of your tattoo. All the employer cannot accept me. a recruitment company cannot find a job for me. Can you believe it or not?
It's a special
I'm not lying.
But that must really beat you down.
Yeah, then I thought, I really kind of give up, honestly, because I don't want to go and find a job, but I really did try. Then I couldn't find, and it's 950 only after CPF. I couldn't get a job. Then I just take drugs, so easier, man. Hey, why nobody laughing?
No, but I wanted to say
take drugs.
Same.
But it's really not easy, to be honest. I mean, who want to do all this kind of job?
Yeah.
And because I did work as a mover and a cleaner, right, which I tell you, nobody will pay attention to you, one. Like, hey, you come already, you arrive, right? Okay, you go and do your job, right? Nobody care about you already. Then we were sweaty and smelly. But it's also what taught me that, I came from nothing and I will never look down on anybody.
Yeah.
And also, coming as an ex-convict, I can never condemn anyone. Yeah. But during then, I also knew my girlfriend. So she always encouraged me all this. Then one day I tell her, I say, hey, baby, I think I want to play TikTok already.
nice.
Play
She
TikTok.
you say, huh? Like, you want to play TikTok or what?
Back then it's all dancing. Back then all the 小妹妹 do all the
Favorite, that one. Oh, sorry. Okay, it's very simple. I told her, I said, oh, no lah, because I feel that if I can do TikTok and if I can gain some followers, right, maybe I can do Facebook Live in the future. Like 1 week, maybe I can work 2-day Facebook Live, and one live I can earn 100.
Like selling
Correct.
things.
Now 100 I can get Simon.
So back then it was really this simple because I got nothing already.
Yeah.
I only do 3 delivery one day last time, 3-4 delivery.
But did you try applying for like other jobs at that point?
I started TikTok. I also enrolled myself into a SkillsFuture course.
Oh.
Yeah. Because last time all along I like use or housing, I never do anything. I never bother to upgrade myself. So this time like I go and take my car license. I thought I need to upgrade myself.
Right.
Because my problem was all the jobs, right? The pay is too low. That's why I don't want to work. That's why I'm unmotivated. So why not I go and upgrade myself? Then I can improve on my salary. So I went to learn safety coordinator course, which
What's
I tell
that?
you I got zero interest in it.
Then why you apply?
Got so many.
Because I heard from a lot of my friends the pay,
Oh.
and it's a very progressive thing. Safety coordinator, then you continue to work 1-2 years, you can become safety supervisor. Then you work another few years, you can become safety officer.
Right.
What does a
Which-
safety coordinator do? Sorry.
It depends on which sector you
Like
are
those
going.
construction site one.
Yes,
Then
I
make
chose
sure
the
everybody's
construction
safe.
side one. Because construction, you wear the construction suit. Cool, man, guy. You know, like sometimes guy dirty, but very man. You understand?
Yeah.
or not?
You very man, bro. What the fuck you
That
trying
man
to prove?
already.
So I heard, wow, safety officer, the pay got 5K leh. Next time. Then I thought, wow, I can build a family. You know, I divorced twice already. I always wanted a family because I came from a broken family. And I wanted a happy family. That was my dream even when I was young. So I went to took up this course.
Right.
Yeah.
But what gave you the idea to start TikTok in the first place?
So what
So,
was the first TikTok you did?
wow, jialat lah.
Dancing one.
No, it's the 对嘴 one.
Oh, lip sync.
Yeah, lip sync.
Ah.
So they will say something like very cool, very sad one. Then I just 对嘴, then I do some action. Like that. Then I thought it was very good.
Confirm.
Then I
Confirm viral.
I thought no lah, I never think until viral lah. But I think like, wow, this video very good. Then I tell my girlfriend, baby, can you help me like my video? So I get 1 like. Then I call 4 to 5 friends of mine, or 6 to 7. I call one by one. I say, hey bro, 我要做 TikToker. I want to be TikToker. Can you help me like my video or not? So my first video got 7 likes.
Wow, you still do
Hey,
your
that's
own
not-
marketing.
Yeah.
This is how
Right.
Hosting
But that's the
Dajiang used to
grind.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a grind. Yeah. Then I tell you, a lot of people laugh at me.
Never die.
Really?
Yeah.
Even my girlfriend laugh at me. Okay, but she tried to make it sound nice. A lot of my friends say, you want to be TikToker? Don't lah. Don't lah, please lah. Like that, oh.
It's very interesting because he was very intentional right from the start. Like he wants to start TikTok account, he will call his girlfriend and say, hey baby, I'll play TikTok.
Yeah.
Like, which for many creators, they just go and create a TikTok. They do something cringy, they do something boliao, then maybe because they chill or because they funny.
Yeah.
They suddenly got following, then they decided to become serious.
They accidentally fell
but
into it. Yeah.
he was optimizing. So that's quite interesting. Like, and within a year, like we all know who are you.
It's honestly very fast because a lot of people who like think that they want to do it don't end up getting it right because
Like
they
me.
don't come across genuine or they don't come across, but
No
you
lah,
come
but-
across so real. And
But mine is like, I tell you lah, really is like, I would say very blessed and just lucky lah. Yeah.
I believe fully that you make your own luck, and I think you put yourself in positions to become lucky. The fact that you put yourself out there, the fact that like you went for upskilling, even to try to like get a good salary in like safety coordination.
Yeah, so it was like a progression lah, you know. To be honest, I didn't want to stay stagnant lah.
Yeah.
When I started TikTok, right, I feel that I was very lost because I don't know what kind of content I was going to do. So I continued to figure it out. By the first or second week, I did a life story about myself.
Yeah.
And that was the video that got viral. And I didn't know about algorithm. You know, I posted that video at 4 a.m. Nobody in the bloody right mind will post a video at 4 a.m. because everybody is sleeping. And then I woke up at 8 a.m. I see boom, the video fly. So a lot of people is actually awake at that time. then it just went crazy, you know, that video really went crazy. And I received, I think about 1,000 comments on that
Oh wow.
video. Yeah. And I would say 97-8% all were very encouraging one.
Yeah.
It was that moment my life started changing because opportunities came to me, and a lot of jobs, a lot of so-called bosses and a lot of people, they actually contacted me. They say, Simon, I want to bless you. I want to encourage you. So they even asked for my PayNow number. Oh, I got goosebumps. So they asked for my PayNow number. They say, I want to bless you money.
Oh wow.
I want you to go and do what you need to do.
Okay.
Because I came from like a criminal record, right? I don't want to take people's money. Like I don't want to let people say lah. So I rejected all of them. And then there was this gold jewelry shop owner. He said, hey Simon, you looking for a job? You want to come and work for me? Last time I sell drug, no. This person asked me to go and sell gold. And he trusted me, no. So it was where my life started changing. I realized that social media really is very impactful
And
if you use it in the right way.
Yeah.
And I think that no matter what we do in life, right, we will always need personal branding.
Yeah.
Be it if you are a business owner or not, you still need to have a branding. You still need to do your own marketing. And I also realized you all mentioned about FirstCom Academy, right? My friend ever mentioned to me, my childhood friend Daren, he was like my 20 years friend. Last time we play Counter-Strike together. He's not into social media and shit like this one. But he went to this course to learn about TikTok. Because
there's a course on TikTok.
He's doing business. There's a lot. Even when I go to shopping mall, I saw the poster, right? There's a TikTok, you know what, marketing,
digital
and that.
marketing.
Then he said he went to learn. It's quite useful for him because he's not into social media, but he feel that, like what I just shared, we all need
Personal
to do
branding.
personal branding and marketing. And he shared with me that he went to this TikTok course for 2.5 days. Definitely he will learn something because with zero knowledge, whatever we go and learn, we will also gain something. So I think it's very good. I mean, my life started changing. Luke's life started changing after TikTok.
Nice.
Yeah, so FirstCom Academy wants people to know that digital marketing is a transferable skill set essential for all businesses. So it's almost like a soft skill, right? Like I learned it here, but I can apply it in many different places, whether I'm doing freelance work or I'm working for an agency.
Or for personal branding.
Yeah.
Yes. And like now that the economy is like kind of recovering from COVID and businesses are kind of adopting, switching to more digital solutions as well, this is where you come in. Exactly. Yeah. So you can help them continue on their digitization journey as well. By going through the courses with FirstCom Academy, right, you will receive SkillsFuture, social media advertising, and Google Marketing Professional certifications when you complete the program.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so Singaporeans can get up to 70% subsidies, right, off of these FirstCom Academy courses, and the rest can be offset using your SkillsFuture credits and PSEA funds.
Sick.
How did you and Luke start combining?
When I started watching TikTok, right, at Halfway House, I saw him and Maito. I see, these two guys funny, man. Yeah, I in my head I thinking, I also want to be like this. You know, I want to do because I'm also like a clown, so I want to bring entertainment. You know, is what I enjoy. But I procrastinate very long,
Right.
because last time we want to be Paikia all this.
So Luke and you were not friends from before.
We
like
were
come
not
prison
friends.
Together.
We were not friends.
Y'all were content creators that really decided to collab lah.
So I saw one of his video. He shared about his drug journey,
It was similar story lah.
and that was the inspiration that I took.
Right.
And I went to create my first viral video.
Oh, he inspired. Oh,
Yeah.
Then your collab. After
Correct.
that.
So he shared. Then I posted that video, and he commented on my video. He said, "Hey bro, wow, you sound like goosebumps. Hey Luke, I love you, man." So he really encouraged me lah. Then I told him lah. I said, actually, you are the one that inspired me to make this video lah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I pinned his comment and we have a friendship from then on lah.
Social media really changed your life.
Yeah. If you really use it the right way, it really benefit you lah.
So then how did that lead to you guys starting Bluebird together?
Yeah, as a business.
Also, why the
like,
name?
I feel like y'all have a channel trailer. Hey, I really got follow your story.
Sure.
Y'all have a channel trailer, right? Like, hey, do what, that kind of y'all lie down, come out, a bit cheesy lah.
Oh,
right?
the first one, the start.
The first video.
Skit,
How accurate was that shit? Quite
Very accurate. Very accurate. Serious, very accurate. But not sleeping together lah. Not that part only lah. Honestly, we never expect we can be doing this today lah, to be honest. Because back then when we knew each other, he was admin at vaccine center.
Right.
Like you want to take vaccine and he's the one. Then I was doing food delivery and we got no money at all. No, really. Sometimes we want to go out, then I would say, "Hey, Luke, sorry, I don't have money to go out." No, and things like
These
this.
are real friends,
Yeah, it's so great to have
Yeah,
friends.
like,
Be
tell your friend,
real,
I got no money
real
to go out.
answer. Yeah.
We have a partner in Bluebird, so this partner actually told us, say, "Hey, since y'all like creating content, why not we start something together?" Then Liu and I, we met up and we discussed. We think, hey, okay lah, since someone is throwing money, then we get a share.
Why not?
If we
Why
die, we
not?
die lah. Never mind lah. Our whole life is dead already. So we thought maybe, okay lah, we come and try lah,
Got nothing to lose lah.
Yeah, got
Right?
nothing to lose lah. And
So
it's
you
what we really
all
love.
quit your jobs and do.
Yeah, I'm very happy to quit my job. Then
The
after,
bicycle your mother said.
then I sold a bicycle, but this time I returned the money to my mother.
What great
Really turn a new leaf.
So after Luke and I met, we realized there's a lot of things in common, We both worked as cleaner before. So in the halfway house that I was in, right, I worked as a mover and a cleaner. Then, to be honest, we seem like, wow, we so sad. We always, at Bluebird, right? But we were cleaners before, no? We like really doing cleaning for people and the pay is really not good at all. But during that, I was trying to quit drugs. So I went to this halfway house and I need to do that. And Luke was just cleaning the whole house, maybe 4-room flat for $50.
Right.
Whoa.
So I believe that sometime in life, we really need to go through all this to slowly progress. Yeah.
Oh, why Bluebird?
Bluebird is 蓝角嘛.
Yeah lah.
But not acting one because I'm not a vulgar person.
You're not a person.
Yeah.
Okay, so 蓝角
Iconic.
兄弟啦, Bluebird Bros. Yeah.
I really thought y'all were friends for damn long time.
No, but we really click very
Y'all
well.
look like y'all grew up together.
Y'all look
or
like
something.
y'all were in prison together and then y'all made plans
Yeah.
inside prison. Then y'all like, when we go out, we gotta start TikTok channel.
Hey, we 10 years apart. Our
I
age
didn't even
gap.
know. I didn't even know
Yeah.
it's 35 and 25.
Then that's why I have to be childish. That's why I can mix with him lah. Oh, Luke.
Hey.
No, because you're young at heart.
Yeah.
So from like being unable to find job, right, to now in a sense being your own boss, what is being your own boss like? Have you like hired or like had to fire anybody yet?
No lah, not yet lah. But
Oh, y'all got intern or not?
not yet. So, but we do have like crew. We do have a videographer. We do have crew, but not with us full time yet. But next year they will be joining us full time.
Nice.
So-
Ramp up.
Your first employee.
Yeah, her employee is a videographer, so we are very happy. To be honest, I won't say that I'm a boss yet lah. Because there's a lot of responsibility and being a boss is really not easy. It's not just you have a company, you are a boss, then you hire people. But it's more like when you hire somebody, can you make this person earn money together with you? Yeah, can you make sure he's able to feed his family? And if you are driving a car, can you make sure he is driving a car with you or not? So I think that being a boss is not as easy as just like, I'm a boss, Yeah.
What about
You
you?
echo their
but-
sentiments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we know, no offense, production wise, a lot of people the boss is earning,
Yeah.
the talents are not.
Yeah.
And a lot of content creator, actually, people are struggling with finance wise. So it's a no secret. So it's not easy to be a boss, but if we want to be a boss, I hope that we can all be a good boss. Yeah.
So for both of y'all, right, who like you got work freelance, then last time you kind of own your own company as well, right? Would y'all rather be boss or be employee? And like what was the experience like of like being your own boss, like handling your own time and all this kind of stuff?
Okay, I'd rather be an employee lah. Because I very like...
Because now you got a job and you need to say this because about boss you.
No. No, actually, I always rather be an employee. By the time when
I also rather be employee. I think
No, but if I be my own boss, right, then I'd rather work alone.
Oh.
So freelancing.
Yeah, so when I was freelancing, then I was very stressed by myself lah. Like, I had nothing to do. Then I feel like I had no income because there was a period where COVID hit, right? And then people start cutting down on like video production. So I didn't really have much to do. Then like my resume looked very dry. So I decided to do some SkillsFuture because I'm digital marketing.
Really?
Yeah,
Like
it's
legit?
like a 2-week thing. Then I had to sit in front of my desk, right? I act like school like that because they will play like lectures for you. Then after each lecture, there'll be a test.
Huh?
And then after 2 weeks, right, you can print out this digital marketing certificate.
Right, but you
wow.
print your your own printer one lah.
Yeah.
Right, right.
That is the normal paper.
PDF, like a PDF. It's for me to learn and like feel better about myself lah. Because I felt like I never learn anything or never like
Plus
gain
refresh, update a bit.
kinda. Immediately after that, right, I decided to try to do my own business.
Oh.
Yeah, for a while, like for
What did you
6
do?
months.
I had no idea.
So I made bags.
Oh.
I made tote bags. Then I tried to.
Wait, you made like you sew?
No, like I designed the tote bag. So I was like the designer. Then I also the marketing.
Is
then
the
I
link on your
sell.
Instagram profile?
I've sold out already.
Was.
As in,
Hey!
hey, first week sold out. Yeah.
Nice.
Your sponsor.
Let's go.
Elite company.
Can we have
No,
one?
but that was just my short stint at a small entrepreneurship lah.
How was it?
It was quite fun lah because I get to be my own boss, right? But then after that, I didn't know what's the next step. Like, I never planned for the next step.
But it was
Make
a
more
success.
tote bags
You sold
lah,
out.
Yeah, then after that, I'm like, okay, all good for this experience. Start to join
100% success
Go
rate.
full
lah.
time.
Wow. Solid.
You eh?
From whether I prefer to be an employer boss, I feel like I had a stint being the boss, my first business, and I feel like I hated having to be the only one to make decisions because I didn't have a co-founder, and a lot of like, my other business friends, right, all had co-founders, and I feel like having that second person to kind of bounce around ideas, to share the responsibility, to kind of like see, hey, if I'm thinking like this correct or not. I feel like I like that a lot. And so in my second business stint, which is the Sour Plum Vodka, Clumsy, like I quite like being like in a consultancy kind of role, right? Because I wasn't the founder. I came in like
To help with their
2 months
photos
Late
after.
stage founder.
Yeah, and so like I feel much better being like a number 2 or like a consultant to say, actually based on my experience, I feel like we should be doing this, and this. Then take what you will lah, and happy to execute if need be.
How far away are you? Like legit, you're asking you as a friend here.
Yeah.
How far are you from say, hey, I don't need this job at Gravity. I'm gonna go full. Hey, okay,
Like pre
it's a
and
real
post,
question.
like
What?
now very sus.
No, it's a real question.
Not that I'm going to
like
quit
for,
anytime soon,
for
but I like
example,
what I do.
like I had a job at a side gig, Pat has a job at a side gig. We have these conversations all the time. So I just feel asking as a friend.
I don't think I'll be giving up this job anytime soon. Love my
Yeah.
job. Love being
No, that's not
able
what
to
I'm
do
fishing
this.
for. All
I
right.
know. Okay. Like to be honest, we're at a stage right now where we are looking to expand regionally. Because So like
Sick.
so when that happens,
Yo, never in my wildest dreams say like start a alcoholic beverage company. This guy.
So how I got involved with the company was that my 2 good friends founded it, and then about 2 or 3 months later they needed marketing help because they had a really good product but they couldn't reach enough people. So I happened to be in the space, social media and video creation and marketing. So they brought me in and I was able to kind of help brand kind of reach a lot more people than at that point, because we were doing pop-ups, and so it will always be like 30 people. Then 30 people know, maybe 30 people tell 2 friends, then like 90 people know, etc. So then now it's like we're reaching a lot more people thanks to the power of social media. But not to the point where I would quit my stable income
Yeah.
stream
Which
that
you
is
love,
Guarantee
yeah.
Media.
Not my stable one.
Yikes.
Nothing beats having the predictability of knowing how much money is going to be in your bank account at the end of the month. I feel like
it's a luxury that is something that I would miss in that sense. Like now, obviously the company is rather stable, right? But like even as an entrepreneur, like everybody that joined us and they get their salary, and we know that salary is like guaranteed.
yeah.
But we know our salary not guaranteed.
Yeah.
It's like we pay last.
I think it's so interesting because like last time, like, cause like I do video and photog freelance ma.
Yeah.
Then it's like back in the day, it's really just word of mouth. Like this person worked with you before, then they like it, then they pass on to someone. But now it's like I put my entire portfolio online, right? Like a lot of photographers are like that ma. Like they all their photos are on TikTok, all these kind of things. Then they blow out, people contact them directly, similar to what happened to Simon also.
Yeah. I know, and the worst part is that I think if you're not on social media right now, it's like you're really missing out, because whenever someone needs something, they're gonna Google it. So you're either doing SEM or some form of SEO. And now if you're strong on Instagram and whatnot, that's usually the first like result that comes out also. And I think for us also, like majority of our sales comes from either Instagram or Facebook ads. And it's so easy now because like when you put out an ad on like say TV, right, you don't really know what's the ROI because they only can tell you eyeballs how many estimate.
Yeah.
But now you know how many people click into it. You can measure 1 cent per click, 16 cents per click or whatever, then you can measure, okay, if my cost to produce this is this and my cost to acquire is this. It's honestly damn easy now. They made it too easy already.
But you saw them zai though.
It was what is
You still throw out the numbers that you sound
Yeah, 16 cents. I'm like, wow.
Of the three of you, at least one of you got like business experience, the third guy.
He have, yes.
Okay.
But everything is planned by me and Luke. Everything is done by us.
Oh, so he really just invested?
Yes.
okay.
It's more like a silent partner.
Right.
It's quite a nice arrangement. Some autonomy.
Like you started your own like Chance Apparels also, right? So
Hey.
how did that come about?
Okay, so how come I started this apparel is because like I believe everyone like fashion, dressing, all this. So I also love t-shirt, and one of the inspiration I got is from Sham Rahman, fellow TikToker. He's also doing his own apparels. Channels that showcase stories like these are like maybe drugs or criminal offenses, right? All these documentaries, they are like very short, like maybe 1-2 episodes, then you won't see anymore.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe using these apparels, I can create an account and start bringing in people to share their past.
Oh.
So I did have one friend who shared his story, which is under my account. So I thought I'll bring more people to come and share because social media changed my life.
Yeah.
So I thought it's time to help others.
Maybe can change theirs also.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you know,
forward.
correct. And my friend Fabian actually shared his story, and he also received a lot of encouragement. And all this encouragement matters a lot. All this support. Because I was a drug addict for many years. If you ask me up till today, do I still think of drugs? Yes. Because I'm a recovering addict. So whenever I got temptation, right, I thought back about all these comments that I received in my videos. Hey Simon, I believe in you, don't give up. I always run through it in my mind and then I void this temptation away. So I also think that all this encouragement is very important for all my friends. Yeah.
Something I always think about, right, is like what happens if I'm not in this job that I'm in or not in this industry at all, like what would I be doing? Then in my head, the first thing I want to do is always IT, because I think about like Silicon Valley, they get paid $1 million a year, that kind of stuff, right? Then, yeah, so I always think that is the path that I would go into. Then like now everywhere can pick up coding, right? So like if you're did something different, right, what would you have done? Or maybe for you also, like if you were to go into another business totally, right, like aside from social media, what would you do?
Realistic or unrealistic?
Oh, this one very
It's like up to you.
My unrealistic dream job was to be Beyonce's backup dancer.
Specifically Beyonce.
Hey, why you laugh
Yes.
at her? Hey, you got
Do
see
you
her?
know what it will feel like to stand beside a goddess and dance with her now?
Right. No, why not be Beyonce?
Like I will cry.
You know what I mean?
No, because I like to be the side.
Yes.
So it's
Side-
unrealistic but realistic.
Like
at the
in
same time.
Aiken's video.
Yeah, you were Aiken's backup dancer.
Yeah.
Wait, you have a realistic version?
Yeah, what was the realistic version?
Realistic. My career choice at 40, right, is to be a damn good auntie caliphate. Like when you watch the movie,
Wait, this is the
You are on
realistic.
the right trajectory.
you know,
This is the realistic
you
one.
know the very famous Jack Neo like show. There's this auntie Lao Zha Bo.
Liang Po Po.
Yeah.
I want to be her.
Oh, Lao Zha Bo is actually her name.
Yeah, like her
No,
stage
it's a moniker.
name
Yeah.
Oh.
is Lao Zha Bo. I want to be like her. Like every time there's a
Yeah.
auntie role, right, it's always Alison.
What I realized is that you really gotta put your intentions out there, and then just like
It will come.
don't because
Beyonce
it's
backup
only a
dancer.
dream. Why you want to limit your dream?
Yeah.
Right? Like you can have a bigger heart to accept a smaller outcome, but don't make your heart smaller to accept a smaller dream.
That's so
Wow, you're such a
inspiring.
guru again.
I will be Beyonce's
Yeah.
backup dancer.
So like maybe as a conclusion, right, like throughout everything that you've been through, what do you think is like the one thing that you would say is a takeaway for you?
I think many times in life we take things for granted, you know. Like because of my drug addiction, I don't just lost 2 marriages. You know, I didn't just lost my dad during my drug addiction. I also lost my daughter.
Custody of your daughter.
No, she's no longer around already. It's also because of my drug addiction that loses all this opportunity to be a father. And if you ask me, I have to take responsibility you know, of her death, even though it's not like how to say directly but if I was a good father, if I was someone that was there for my daughter, right, if I was able to protect her, then things wouldn't end up like this. So I hope that this story can really help to remind everyone, like, don't take things for granted, but the more we shouldn't take people for granted in life, because once you lose somebody, you really lost that person for life really. And when I was on drugs, right, I never knew that I take drugs, it can have a direct impact to people's life. I thought, I take drugs. If I get caught, I own self, I serve the prison.
Yeah.
I never owe anybody any reason. I only owe my mother because she's like supporting me financially, right? Not for drugs lah, but for my allowance and things like that. But we really do lose people lah. This ripple effect can be that big lor. So I want to remind everybody that don't take anybody for granted lah. Yeah.
So once again, thank you to FirstCom Academy for sponsoring today's episode. If you're interested in learning to become a TikTok content creator or to do TikTok marketing, be sure to check them out. Thank you very much, Simon, for joining us.
What a guest.
Yeah, being so
my
honest with us. And
Thank you guys for having me. I really very honored to be on Daily Ketchup. Thank you guys.
Honored to have you.
Hey, I always watch Daily Ketchup one. You know how I know about the monk or
Yeah,
I mean,
so
venerable
But,
Yo
okay,
Wei.
sorry, because the English I cannot pronounce.
his name is
Yo
Yo.
Wei. Yo Wei, yeah.
Yeah, so as we've shared earlier in the episode, FirstCom Academy courses are short and concise and they incorporate real-life case studies taught by industry veterans. They also offer bundle programs that will get you certified in as little as 2.5 days. So make sure to check out all the links that we'll put down in the description below for more information. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode. Check out all of Simon's stuff as well.
Bluebird.
Yes.
Hey, thank you.
Bluebird, Chance, and bye-bye.
Bye. Can you see your tongue?
Wow. You cut
Can you
yourself
do one up,
ah?
one down?
Oh my god, his tongue was French kissing each other.
That's true. It's like high fives.
They all stand up to see.